Hey ManCavians, this is Bob from the Bob's N-Scale Man Cave, coming live to you from the Catastrophe Railroad. Wait a minute. No, the Crooked Fingers are... what? No, not that. Oh, the Man Railroad. There we go. Sorry, dude, and Bill. But anyway, it's been a long time since I've talked to all of you and give you an update on my layout. It's starting to move along a little bit more brisker. I had some snafus with some track and some shelving boards that I'd made, and I'd painted them and they started to warp. They're just 1x6s, quality pine boards, but painting them for some reason sucked up some moisture and they started to warp. So I really can't use those boards anymore. So I started thinking of a different plan on how to do my shelf layout. How do I get a shelving piece to go in there and not be warping after I get it painted or over some time? And it's like, well, I could put a lot more wood into it and put a 90-degree angle in there and mount it this way, mount it that way. It's like, you know, I just didn't want it to look like that, I guess. I kind of wanted it to look kind of suspended. So I started thinking and a little brainstorming, and I've kind of started to think about using foam insulation. Everybody else uses foam insulation on top of their woodwork and their bench work. Why can't I use 2-inch foam? It's nice and stiff. I'm only putting N-scale on it, and I can carve it and I can glue stuff down to it, and it's easily replaceable. So I just got to rip it up and cut a new piece to make it fit if I need to. So that's kind of what I'm going to try doing in the jungle room next door. So I'm going to try and do a little experiment with that with some foam. That's going to be interesting. Nobody does that, from what I can tell, just making their shelving out of foam. But I'm going to try it. Who knows, this could turn into a catastrophe railroad, you know, like Bill's, but I hope not. You know, he's doing a great job on his layout, and I'm trying to do mine by the seat of my pants. Well, one area I'm going to show you today is part of that foam track work, or the start of it. I have an area of the railroad where it comes into the bedroom, in the jungle room we call it, and as you come in the door you got 26 inches or so, 30 inches of closet space on the right hand side, then you got a wall on the other side, and so the track has got to come into the room and turn right and go around in front of the closet. And I want to build a trestle. So, in order to build a trestle, you got to have a lower base to start from. And then I'm going to put more pieces of foam on top of it in different smaller shapes. I want to put in a waterfall and a pond where the water is running into, and a little river stream that goes off underneath the trestle. Put a bunch of trees on it and make it look nice. On the other side of that, where the train has to go all the way around the room and come back out of the room, it's going to be a little bit different design, where it's going to be a granite mountainside. And in the granite mountainside, they cut out a ledge and mounted the railroad tracks right alongside a granite wall. And below that granite wall is a lake. Now, I won't model the lake, I'll model the granite wall, and it's got trees on it and everything else, and so that's the kind of the view I want to get coming in and out of the room. So let's go take a look at what I have so far. Okay, what we have here is the kind of a track plan for the jungle room, coming into the jungle room, if that's what you want to call it. It could go either direction, but from the bottom is where the hallway is, and this will go across into the room and around the corner, which the corner is right there in the cutout area. Right there is the cutout. So this whole little area here is the edge of the closet. And it's just cut out of one single piece of 2-inch pink insulation foam. What I do is I printed out. Okay, as you can see behind me, I have that piece mounted right up here above the door, and it comes in around the closet right there. Now, as you can tell, it looks a little bit lower than the rest of my track, because this is going to be a trestle, and I wanted to lower it down so I could actually build a trestle that'd be raised up to the level of the track. So I'm building this base piece down here to be that sturdy ground floor of my module. And as you can see, it does look a little weird right now with the track plan, and it doesn't seem to be working out like I had kind of thought of on the computer. So it's going to require some tweaking, definitely, to get this to work out in reality. Because as you can see, that track right there comes out of the hallway and doesn't quite line up with the rest of the track plan. So I'm going to have to do some maneuvering, I think, with some flex track, which most of this is all flex track anyway. But I got to get it to go around to that corner and eventually all the way around the rest of the room. So I got my bus wire up here, and I just got some wire straps from Menards and screwed them into all the places where there's studs, and that's where my power bus line will be. And on this other side, over in this area, as it comes out of the room or back in the room, either way, there's going to be another kind of similar piece like this, but it's going to be pretty much shaped like a granite wall that the train has kind of carved out a section of track in the granite mountainside, and I'll show you a picture of that. There's a picture coming up. Well, there you go, ManCavians. That's what I've gotten done so far with that trestle diorama, I'm going to kind of call it. But as you can see, I've got a lot of work to do, and hopefully it's going to be real rewarding for me to try this, because I've never built a trestle before. Never. N-E-V-E-R. Never built a hand-built trestle before. I've used the plastic ones. They just kind of clipped onto the rail in HO when I was a kid, but that's all I've ever made. And so this is going to be a new experience. Well, some of the other things I've got coming for you in the future is possibly some train show videos, some ManCavian train layout visits. There's even some reviews coming in the near future. Now, on a personal note, the ManCave YouTube channel, DeBob Zenscale ManCave YouTube channel is about to hit 1,000 subscribers. Now that's a big, important number, at least for anybody who's in YouTube and is monetizing their channel, you know, putting the ads on and stuff like that. Once you hit 1,000 subscribers, the monetization that you've accumulated, you actually get a check from Google. I can start making a little bit of extra money. I might make a few dollars here and there. I might make $100 every 3-4 months. Who knows? Depends on how many people watch my videos. So, and click on the ads. So we'll see. I don't know. I might have some sort of thank you contest or thank you award kind of thing when I hit 1,000 subscribers. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do or how I'm going to do it yet. If I'm going to do anything at all, but I probably will. I'll at least give a shout out to the person who's the 1,000 subscriber. And who knows, if they're into N scale, I might send them something. So that's always an option. But until that happens, I don't know what I'm going to do. Well, I gotta get to work, ManCavians. So this is your ManCavian President signing out. Till next time, guys, happy railroading and stay safe. Look for trains left and right. Wait. Left and right. Do it twice. Stay safe. Stay alive. I'm out.